Let's crochet a flower. This is a beginner-friendly tutorial since last time someone said that I was being too fast, so here's a more slowed down detailed version. I will be using 5-ply milk cotton yarn and a 2.5mm hook. Starting with the magic ring, we are going to chain 3. If you don't know how to make a magic ring, I do have a recent tutorial, you can go and check that out. I'm going to be making the chain 3. Here's how it should look like, and then we are going to add a double crochet. And another double crochet. As you can see, here's your 2 double crochets and then your chain 3, and then we're going to chain 1 and add another double crochet, 2 of them actually, another double crochet and then chain 1. So we have a pattern going on. It's 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet, chain 1, and we are going to do that 4 times. So you should have a total of 8 double crochets with a chain 1 that separates each set. After your last chain 1, this is how it should look like a little rainbow. And then I'm going to just tighten my magic ring because it's too loose, and we are going to add one last stitch before we tighten the magic ring completely, which is a double crochet, one last double crochet. After that, we are going to close this round completely. So I'm going to slip stitch on that top stitch of the first chain 3 that we made. You can just follow the video if my words are really confusing. I'm so sorry. And then we're just going to tighten the magic ring. So we're done with the first round. I'm just going to snip this off and then pull that string and you're done. This is how it should look like. Don't forget to tighten the ends before we start with the second round. Now for the second round, I'm going to change my yarn color. I'm going to choose a lighter yarn and we're going to connect that to one of these chain 1 spaces. Just choose one chain 1 space and you're going to insert your hook into that space and slip stitch to attach your second color yarn. Make sure your yarn is tightened so we can start with the second round. For the second round, we are going to chain 3. Then we are going to add a double crochet, as you can see, and then a triple crochet. All of this is going in the same chain 1 space. And we're going to add another triple crochet. Lastly, we're going to add 2 more double crochets. This will form our first petal, as you can see. Now we just have to repeat the same process 5 more times. We're going to skip the 2 double crochets and work on that second chain 1 space. That's where I'm going to slip stitch so I can start making the second petal. You're just going to repeat the steps the same as what we did on that first petal. Chain 3 and then double crochet and then 2 triple crochets and then 2 double crochets. Ta-da! When you're finally done with your last petal, this is how your flower is going to look like. Look how pretty that is. Although we're not yet done, we still have last round, which is to make those pointy ends. So to start the last round, we're going to chain 3. And then we're going to connect it to the middle stitch of that petal. Just find the middle stitch and single crochet into that middle stitch so you connect the third layer, and then you're going to chain 2 and single crochet into that same stitch. This is what will make that pointy little shape on top. And then we're going to chain 3 again and slip stitch into that little space. This is what it should look like. As you can see, no pointy, pointy, no pointy, pointy. So let's continue and create the same for the second petal. Chain 3 and stitch to the middle. And then we're going to chain 2 and then single crochet again into that same middle spot. And then we're going to chain 3 again and slip stitch into that next hole. We're just going to repeat this process so we can finally complete the third layer of the flower, which is the last layer. This is how it should look like. Look how pretty that is. Now we just have to snip the yarn, and then we're going to hide those tails, weave them in, and you're done. That's it. Leave me a comment on what you think I should make next.